Good afternoon. Oh my goodness. I'm so nervous. I'm moving. How's everyone doing today? My name is Jasmine. I just got done with my first semester of Zoom University. I am 20 years old and I live in Florida. And today I just want to tell you my story on how I, myself, at 20 years old, was able to buy her very own condo. It's exciting, I guess, because it doesn't really happen that often. Let alone me, a young black girl. It doesn't happen that often. So I thought it'll be worth to tell, a story worth telling. So anyways, it was back last year, 2019. My lease was coming up at my apartment I used to stay at. And I was like, my mom was like putting it in my head that she wanted me to buy something. I was like, you're right. She's been trying to build my credit and just make sure I'm financially okay when it's time for me to do my thing. And so when I was 20, like, it was built, I was good. I had like 3 credit cards, I was running, and it was just going good. And she was like, you should try to buy a house and rent it out. I'm like, what? Like, when I'm in college? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, like, whatever, because I do whatever she wants anyways. So I was looking in the market and just looking around, thinking I'll get approved for like 130 or something. I didn't know anything about it. I was just like, oh, that sounds reasonable. My mom got me approved for a loan, and it was for 105,000. I was like, oh my god, like, wow, they giving me money, like, that's crazy. And I thought it was just so much money, and I was like ready to go on the market and see what I could find, and nothing was there. It was like crickets. It was just so bland. I was just like, I can't do anything with this. Like, this is a joke. She might as well just not approved me at all. And so I got really frustrated with that. It was nothing I feel like I could do because I got approved. I didn't know, as a consumer, you could shop your loans. I didn't know that until it came time for me, like, I can't do this. I went to Navy Federal because my mom said she heard good things about it. And so I went there, and it was just a joke. They should not have wasted my time and just let me leave. It was just so bad, and I obviously didn't get approved for anything. It was just terrible. And so I just left, like, crushed. But within the midst of all that, I found my angel, my realtor, Tara. She's so amazing. Love her. And I found her through Navy Federal, through this program. And once I found her, she was my realtor, and I just said, I don't want to go with Navy Federal. And she offered a lender that she had, and it was Academy Mortgage, and they were amazing. They gave me a down payment assistance program, and I finally had like some working money to try to get a house. And we were out looking, me and Tara, all the time, because I had to do all of this within like a summer, like 2 months, June and July. That was it. That's all I had. And I found out I have really high standards. Like, I knew that, but I didn't. Miss Tara's like, this is not meant for a lady. I'm like, you're right, Miss Tara, this is not meant for a lady, and I'm a lady. Yeah, I was like so exhausted with the process because along with all this, I was trying to get my credit together, like not spending any money, to keep all my credit cards 0. And it was just so exhausting because I was also trying to live a college life, be a college student. It was summertime. I had just got a boyfriend. Life was going so good, and I just had but it was just a stressor right here, buying a house. And that was going on for a while, and we weren't finding anything. People would take it once I found it. It was just exhausting. Eventually, we found where I live right now, like this community, and they had a bunch of houses up. And I was like, oh my god, like, what in the world? And the one I picked out, gone immediately. I'm like, how? It's been on the market for 52 days. You got 52 days. But when I tried to come get it, no. So that was really annoying. But it was like other ones out here, and I basically ended up doing a blind contract where basically I didn't go see the house, and I just did it. Just do it. Who cares? It'll be nice. And then once I signed the contract, I went to go see the house. I was like, oh my god, this is like actually really cute. And as Tara, she's like, yeah, I'd rather you get a condo anyways. You don't have to take care of your yard. I'm like, you're right. And it's really nice. I love it. But once that process of me signing the contract all began, oof. It was so much. It was like on and popping from there. They needed all this information from me, and I was just like, oh, what? And they needed it like everywhere I lived, everything I ever done in my life. Nonetheless, I can't imagine being a couple with somebody and having to go get approved for a loan. It was so exhausting for a person, me, 20 years old, who had no credit, no background, no anything. It was exhausting. And I was also in summer classes. It was just a lot going on. And so that was very tiring. Like, I had so much acne at the end of that process, and I was just ready to be done. The day of the signing came, and everyone was like, oh my gosh, Jasmine's my house. My mom was so excited. She came down, and we went to the place, and it was just exhausting again. It was just, I was there, me and my mom, my sister, and then the people who used to live in the house were there, and then my realtor, their realtor, and then the guy who owned like the place where we were at. And he had like this fat stack of like just papers for all of us to look over and sign. I was like, oh my god. And he kept asking me all these questions, like, do you understand this? Have you done this? Have you done that? I'm like, yeah. My mom was like, Jasmine, do you hear that? I'm like, oh my god, I don't know. Like, yes, it like me saying no is just gonna slow this process down. Let's yes and keep it going. And I understood what he was saying for the most part. Like, I knew I was buying a condo. I knew so much signing and so many weird long pieces of paper, and it was just a process. But it was very interesting. And it was really nice to like see the couple who was there before me. I don't show my excitement that much, like, because I don't get excited about much of anything. And I was so done at that point. Like, mom was like, aren't you excited? And then she was like, it's okay. She's like this sometimes. Like, she's always been like this. I'm like, you would have thought I was like buying a doorknob at Lowe's. Like, I was just so dull. I was like, okay, like, this is great. Thank you. Thanks. Nice meeting you guys. Bye. Once I finally got here and like saw the empty house, I had the keys in my hand. It was such a moment. I was just like, wow, like I did something. It was like to this date, the biggest accomplishment I ever had. Like, I owned everything. I owned the outlets, the carpet, the ceiling, the fans. Like, I owned everything that was in here was mine. It's like refreshing moment to see like you can do things. If like, I don't know, it was just, I had a moment. I'm very thankful I was even able to do that process at such a young age. And once I told everyone, they were like, oh my god, wow, Jasmine, really? How did you get the money? I'm like, how did you get the money? That ain't none of your business. It was just very fulfilling, to say the least. If I had any tips to give out for buying a home for your first time by yourself, I would say just do it. And I know it's such a permanent decision. I don't do well with those at all. But it's like a decision where it's an investment more so. It's just like you'll be able to rent it out. You're there, yeah, you have to live there for like a short amount of time, but you can always just leave and rent it out. Like, don't look at it as something, don't look at it as a burden. It's really an investment, and it's really refreshing and nice to actually have a constant place. So this is yours. Like, no one can take this away from you. And I recommend be ready for a grueling process. It's gonna suck the life out of you. Literally, I was so dry at the end of this process. I didn't care what I looked like any day. I was just trying to get through everything. But it's so worth it. I love decorating. I hope to have a whole bunch of my home improvement shenanigans up on here, because that's what they really are. I love it. I just love trying new things and seeing my vision come to life. And I hope to just honestly reach out to one person here and just help them. Inspire them. However I can be an assistance to your life, that's all I want to do. And just one person is honestly good enough for me. That'd be perfect. But I think that's really it. My story of how like I was able to buy my house at 20. And thank you for watching. And if you decide to stick with me through this whole process, which I hope you do, because I've really already made investments in myself. I brought an iPad mini today to keep up and edit my videos and stuff like that. I really want this channel to go somewhere if it can, and see if this is it. See if I got the moxie to stay in this industry. So it's gonna be interesting. But thank you for watching this video today, and have a wonderful rest of your day.